Welcome to Part 6, Parent and Family Supports. In the spring, we heard from staff, students, and families that we needed to simplify our tools and communication methods. So this year, we will be using Parent Square for messages from teachers, buildings, or the district office, Seesaw, so that students can see their work both at school and at home, and Week at a Glance as a standard format to share weekly expectations. Parent Square is a communication tool that we'll be using, and all communication will be through this site so that families are receiving announcements from one place. With the class app, students can work at home or work at school, can see and post their own work. It will be one way for parents to see their students' work either while they are working or through the family app. The family app would be most similar to a parent receiving all of a student's work in their backpack. It gives up to 10 people access to a single student's work. Families can install the app, receive a notification, and see their students' work. In this module, I'm going to show this method as well as the class blog, which are ways parents can access student work in Seesaw. I wanted to share with you my Seesaw page and how I invited my parents. It's very easy. We're going to go to the wrench. I'm going to first show you when you get to the class settings for families. Of course, it's going to enable the family access. You could invite families here, but we're going to do it up at the top button. You can manage families, meaning you can look to see who is on or connected to a certain student's Seesaw page. Also, if you have any students that might leave during the school year, you could remove those family members if they didn't want to receive notifications from Seesaw. This here is your pending family approval, so any family that needs an approval to be part of your Seesaw page, that would show up there. And then this one is purely teacher personal preference. You can, of course, enable family sharing amongst more than just one family member, enable family likes here. You also can enable family comments, and then you can require that any new comments have your approval. Okay, so you can turn off any of these here. Then as we go back, we're going to show how to add families to our class Seesaw page. So you're going to go to the share and invite link. So this is the quickest way. And when you get here, you'll notice that family members can set up accounts. When they get the link, they can click on it. And then again, once you have approved it, they're now part of your class. So you can copy this link, post it onto your Parent Square announcement, and send it off to all of your family members. That's the quickest way of getting all your family members connected. So these are some of the slides that I just showed you. So this was the one side here that it will enable certain things that's up to the teacher if you want to allow those things. Here is that share and invite link. And then what it looks like when you need to copy that link. And the invite status. So when parents get an invite, this is what they will see. They'll have a welcome either on their phone or on their email, depending on what they click on when they receive the invite. Once families receive notification, they can access Seesaw either through the website at app.seesaw.me and click I'm a family member, or they can download the app on their phone or tablet and reach Seesaw by clicking on the app. Now, since we are limiting all communication to Parent Square, we're asking that you please do not post an announcement to families on Seesaw. This will then allow families to private message you on Seesaw, and we are trying to keep things streamlined with just Parent Square. You can send an announcement to your students by clicking the Add button, Send Announcement, Send To, and then you would click only on the All Students, and then type your announcement here. And if you wanted to add any attachments, you could do that as well. And you notice that you have all of the tools available. And once you've done that, you would, if you've done it, you would click the green arrow or green check mark. I'm going to click out of that, and then you may send now. So while we encourage announcements to be shared with students, please do not send any announcements to all family members or all students and family members. Only send to students on Seesaw. Now let's look at the Seesaw class blog. This is where a teacher can choose what to share with students and families. And in the blog, students and families can also like or comment on another student's work. The class blog is really more like a star work wall. So you only wanted to put things on the blog that you really feel are the best. So fun things that they are doing or building or creating, but not necessarily any graded work. Teachers can share posts with class on the class journal or on the class blog. And if you want to find out more about the class blog, you can certainly look at the Seesaw link that I've included at the bottom of this particular slide. But I do want to show you what it looks like on an actual classroom. So let's look at our practice summer PD Seesaw page and look at how to add a blog. So again, we're going to go to the wrench, open that up and scroll down. Blog will be after the family section. Once you click to enable the blog, then you have more settings that you can choose from. You can decide, do I want to have students be able to post to the blog? You can also look at the settings that you can adjust here, having folders. You can allow comments on the class blog. And of course, you are always going to have that approval requirement. And you might also consider having a password, which protects the class blog since the blogs are public. Just note also that only the first names are used on the blogs, never the last names. And if we go back and scroll back to the blog, you can see your blog appearance. So here is where you can name your blog. You can also have your own blog URL, which you'll need to add. So they give you this portion here. You will add the last part. I want to show you that if you add a name that's already been used, it will let you know that you're going to need to either change it or add something else to it. So here it is, blog URL is taken, but when I add a number to it, like my room number, then it's accessible. I can also add a blog description, so I can write up what my blog is about, and I can add a header to my blog. So you can do this now, or you can wait until later. I'll show you where you can click to add this information at a later time as well. So now my blog is set up. I'm going to go back down and show you a couple more things here. You can also look at viewing your blog from here, and you can connect with other blogs. So now that my blog is set up, you'll notice that I have the icon for blog, and when I click on it, it brings you to my blog page. You can click on the gear icon, and again, it's that same page that we saw before. So I can type in what my blog description is. So this is a summer Seesaw page. And I can also add a header. So when I click on that, you can use your camera to take a photo, or you can upload an image. And I'm going to go back and not worry about that right now. So once you've completed that, then your page here, your top of your blog will have your own photo or a picture that you took off of the internet, and you'll have the ability to post anything. So, for example, when I go to my journal page, if I think, oh, I really like the way Megan's student wrote her poem, so I can add that to the blog. So I would click on the blog icon. Yes, I want to publish it to the blog. And now when I look at my blog, there it is. And you'll notice that I can comment on it. So I can click on it and add a comment if I want. I can speak my comment as well. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some idea of how to set up your class blog, which is attached to your Seesaw